Okay, my next video is on extraocular muscles. So there are two types of muscles, voluntary muscles and involuntary muscles. Okay, so in extraocular muscles there are two kinds of muscles, extraocular voluntary and involuntary. So there are 7 voluntary muscles, whereas involuntary muscles are 3. So out of the 7 voluntary muscles, 6 of them help in movements of eyeball. One helps in moving the upper eyelid. Okay, moving the eyelid. Okay, specifically the upper eyelid, because levator palpebrae superiorus, so it helps in movement of upper eyelid. Okay, and then the three involuntary muscles are superior tarsal, inferior tarsal, Muller's muscle. What all are they? Superior tarsal, inferior tarsal, Muller's muscle. Now these muscles moving the eyeball, there are 4 recti muscle, 2 oblique muscles. Okay, and then levator palpebrae superiorus moves the eyelid. Now the voluntary muscles, recti muscles, the origin is that it originates from the common tendinous ring. So corresponding margin, for example, medial recti, it originates medial rectus, it originates from the medial margin of common tendinous ring. Lateral rectus from the lateral margin of the common tendinous ring. Okay, so that is how it is. So the corresponding margin of common tendinous ring. Then the common tendinous ring, it encloses 2 structures. One is the optic canal. The second one is the middle part of the superior orbital fissure. Okay, and then the insertion is also same, little posterior to the corneoscleral junction is also called limbus. Okay, so a little posterior to that is where the insertion occurs. Now the oblique muscles, there are 2 muscles, superior oblique and inferior oblique. Okay, now talking about the origin, it is more or less different, but the insertion is same. So the insertion is posterior superior quadrant between superior and the lateral rectus. So here is the superior rectus, this is the lateral rectus, and here is the superior oblique. Okay, and so as you can see, between the superior and the lateral rectus in the posterior superior quadrant between the lateral rectus and the superior recti is where it is getting inserted. Similarly, little posterior to that, behind the superior oblique, is inferior oblique also getting inserted. Posterior superior quadrant, posterior to the insertion of superior oblique. Okay, it is also inserting into the posterior superior quadrant, but posterior to the superior oblique. Okay, now the origin you need to remember, this is from the body of the sphenoid superomedial to the optic canal. So when you will see from the above side, you can see that through the optic canal the superior oblique is attached. Okay, so from the body of sphenoid superomedially to the optic canal, from the body of sphenoid superomedially to the optic canal, whereas in case of inferior oblique, it is anteromedial angle of floor of orbit. Or you can just remember from the body of sphenoid superomedial to optic canal, this one you can remember as floor of orbit. Okay, anteromedial angle is not important, but still you can remember it like anteromedial angle of floor of orbit. Okay, like that also you can learn. Otherwise, if you don't get this medial angle, superior medial and all those during the examination, because maybe you will be tensed while you will be writing the exam, then just write these 2 points. Okay, now all the muscles are supplied by oculomotor nerve except lateral rectus and superior oblique. Lateral rectus is supplied by abducens nerve, whereas superior oblique is supplied by trochlear nerve. This you need to remember. Thank you.